New Year's Eve at our house. We just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight into what went on.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, as you'll see. It all started, we were sitting around the dining room table and someone shared a joke, got a laugh, and
Someone being Becky.
which got someone else looking for a joke, and all of a sudden we were sharing jokes.
Yeah.
And
we
we had a lot of fun, so it was like, let's take this to the couch. So we took it to the couch. We set the camera up not to perform.
No.
We just pressed record and we just started doing what we were doing at the table. We just started sharing jokes, and it was funny.
Oh yeah, some of the jokes were just hilarious.
Hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious. Some inappropriate, but hilarious.
And I'm sure it is obvious, but none of us are that clever or witty that we have come up with these jokes on our own. We just Googled funny jokes and each of us just picked, I guess, what tickled our fancy. And we just shared them and had a laugh. And sometimes it wasn't the jokes itself, it was the person telling it, their reaction, or
when they didn't get it, that was pretty funny.
that happened a couple of times. It was fun. So we are hoping by sharing this video that someone or all of you out there can have a bit of a laugh as well. I asked my wife if I was the only one she's ever been with. She said, yeah, the others were at least 7 or 8.
I got fired from my job at the bank today. An old lady came in and asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over.
My boyfriend told me he was leaving me because I kept pretending to be a transformer. I said, no, wait, I can change.
Welcome to the Sexual Innuendo Club. Thank you all for coming. Innuendo?
Yeah. My job is secure. No one else wants it.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe, Roberto?
Most people are shocked when they find out how incompetent I am as an electrician.
Letting go of a loved one can be hard, but sometimes it's a way to survive a rock climbing catastrophe.
Say it again.
Letting go of a loved one can be hard sometimes.
Oh dear.
But it's the only way to survive a rock climbing.
Rock climbing, and I think it's the other one that you got to do.
That was really
Bit of a dark one, Jay.
Oh, okay, that's good. A man is lying on the beach wearing nothing. I haven't got to the line yet. A man is lying on the beach wearing nothing but a cap over his crotch. A woman passing by remarks, "If you were any sort of a gentleman, you would lift your hat to a lady." He replies, "If you were any sort of a sexy lady, the hat would have lifted by itself."
One in 5 people in the world are Chinese. There are 5 people in my family, so it must be one of them. It's either my mum or my dad, or my older brother Colin, or my younger brother Ho Cha Chu. I think it's Colin.
Why doesn't a chicken wear pants? Because his pecker is on his head.
I accidentally handed my wife a glue stick instead of a chapstick. She still isn't talking to me.
My friend gave me his EpiPen as he was dying. It seemed very important to him that I have it. Hey Mum, I took the shell off my racing snail thinking it would make him run faster. If anything, it made him more sluggish.
I eat my tacos over a tortilla. That way when stuff falls out, boom, another taco. Say again. A taco and stuff falls out, you good?
You can make another.
Someone liked it.
Apparently, someone in London gets stabbed every 52 seconds. Poor bastard.
Is Google a woman? Because it won't let you finish a sentence without coming up with other suggestions.
That's funny.
My wife accused me of being immature. I told her to get out of my thoughts.
What's the difference between a good joke and a bad joke?
Timing.
I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised.
My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home.
Can't do that. That's
So good.
That was funny. I lost it.
My wife just found out I replaced our bed with a trampoline. She hit the ceiling.
Pubic hair. How is pubic hair like parsley?
Like parsley?
Tell us how.
You push it to the side before you start eating.
Oh, that's funny.
That's What did the French teacher say to the class? I don't know, I couldn't understand.
A computer once beat me at chess, but it was no match for me at kickboxing.
Little Sally came home from school with a smile on her face and told her mother, Frankie Brown showed me his weenie today at the playground. Before the mother could raise a concern, Sally went on to say, it reminded me of a peanut. Relaxing with a hidden smile, Sally's mum asked, really small was it? Sally replied, no, salty. Mum fainted.
You're not fat, you're just easier to see.
I saw a poster today. Somebody was asking, have you seen my cat? So I called the number and said I didn't. I always like to be helpful.
I refused to believe my road worker father was stealing from his job. But when I got home, all the signs were there.
What do Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common? Same middle name.
There is a new trend in our office. Everybody's putting names on their food. I saw it today while I was eating a sandwich named Kevin. So good.
I broke a mirror the other day. That's 7 years bad luck. My lawyer thinks he can get me 5.
There are 3 kinds of people. Those who can count and those who can't.
I don't get it.
Losing a wife can be very tough. Some may say impossible. Losing a wife can be very tough. Some may. Some say impossible.
My boss says I intimidate the other employees, so I just stared at him until he apologised.
An invisible man marries an invisible woman. The kids were nothing to look at either. What'd you call a fish with no eye?
Oh dear.
Two fish swim into a concrete wall. Is that the joke? The one turns to the other and says, damn.
Or an actual dam.
Yeah, that's what I Sorry, I just saw your text from last night. Are you guys still at the restaurant?
I shouldn't. This is funny. You know you're getting old when your wife says, honey, let's run upstairs and make love, and you answer, I can't do both. I'm about 3 years into my relationship now, and I've started to have erection difficulties. My girlfriend and I have different ideas as to what the problem is. She bought me some Viagra and I bought her a treadmill. Why can't you hear rabbits making love? Because they have cotton balls.
What was Forrest Gump's email password?
The dad, hey son, if you keep masturbating, you're going to go blind. The son, hey dad, I'm over here.
A wife and a husband are having money issues. So one day they decide to have the wife work the corner. Later that night, the husband goes to pick the wife up. He asks, how much did you make, sweetie? She answers, I made $200.50. The husband says, what asshole gave you 50 cents? She replied, all of that? So she was with a lot of men, they all gave her 50 cents. She made $200.50.
3 guys go to a ski lodge and there aren't enough rooms, so they have to share a bed. In the middle of the night, the guy on the right wakes up and says, I had this wild vivid dream of getting a hand job. The guy on the left wakes up and unbelievably he had the same dream too. And then the guy in the middle wakes up and says, that's funny, I dreamed I was skiing.
Alright, a mum finds some BDSM magazines beneath her son's bed. She calls her husband up to the room, shows him and asks, what do you think we should do? The dad frowns and says, well, I suppose spanking him is out of the question.
Bill asked if I was into S&M. I don't really know a lot about music, but she was so cute, I said sure. She must have figured out I was lying because she beat the shit out of me. My wife accused me for being a transvestite, so I packed up her things and left.
Thank you for watching our video.
We hope you guys had a laugh as much as we had a laugh, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up.
And ring the bell.
That reminds me, Becky, why do some men call their testicles bells?
Why, Jess?
Because it's next to their ding dong.
That was good. Absolutely.